Graham Clark Airport was 9 miles away, had only half as much runway. More than 120 passengers were on board at the time. No one was hurt. Everyone was okay. They eventually made it to Dallas at about midnight. The Federal Aviation Administration is now investigating.
Lauren, we continue our coverage with Scott Schieffer. I'm sorry, but this chair, I'm going to stand here, Scott, and talk to you because this chair is just spinning away. Scott Schieffer was actually one of the passengers on flight 4013. Welcome in. So when did you just get back?
We landed into Love Field a little bit after midnight last night.
And so explain what they said when you landed in that incorrect airport. How did they explain it to you all?
Yeah, so we didn't really know anything was amiss upon landing or upon our descent. But then when we landed, it was a very hard brake and sustained braking by the pilot. And then we could smell burnt rubber. So upon landing, the pilot came on and said, "Welcome to Branson," but then didn't say anything else. And we stayed right there on the tarmac for about 5 minutes when he came on and said, "I'm sorry, folks, we've landed at the wrong airport."
And then what happened? How did they explain that further to you?
We did not get an explanation on how it happened, but he said, "We've landed at the wrong airport. There are no services here. I have to call for buses. I have to call for an air stand so we can exit the plane." And so we just stayed there for about 90 minutes on the plane, just waiting.
And so after you did that, they did bus you over to the correct airport.
Yeah, while we were waiting, the flight attendants were great. They passed out water and Southwest signature peanuts. We all deplaned to go to the correct airport. The most surreal point of the whole experience was when we were deplaning and we realized that we were actually at the edge of the runway and close to what the local official told us is just a cliff.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so we landed on a runway that was about half the distance of the Branson airport we were supposed to land. So the pilot braked hard to stop us from going over that cliff. And so that was a scary moment for sure.
What's your reaction to how all of this went down? What are you feeling now today, looking back on it?
Yeah, I'm glad I made it home safely and no one was injured, but I would like to know, how did this happen? And, you know, what will be done to prevent something like this from happening again?
Yeah, did they say anything to you about that?
No, we did receive a voucher from Southwest for $200, good for travel in 1 year, but we haven't heard anything officially from Southwest, so we don't really know.
And no word from the pilot then over the speaker or anything besides just that you're going to be getting on this bus?
He came on with updates periodically saying they're still coming with buses and we apologize for the inconvenience, but we never heard from him about what happened. And when we exited, there wasn't, he didn't come out. Sometimes the pilot will come out and say, "Thank you for flying Southwest." They were in the cockpit, the door was open, but they did not come out
to speak to the passengers.
Exactly.
And what would you say is the tone of everybody else who was on that flight?
Initially, it was like, wow, that was a hard landing. And then over time, while you're waiting there 90 minutes, people are getting up, going to the bathroom, a little bit more relaxed. Some people are just glad to be in Branson because that was where they were landing. And then it changed when we exited. I'd say people were a little bit more nervous and like, wow, we really dodged a bullet here. I'm really glad that everyone's okay because we didn't realize it upon landing until we got out and saw how close that cliff was.
My goodness. Scott Schieffer, I'm glad you're okay and welcome back here to Dallas. Lauren, back over to you.
Thank you very much.